Right now, we're about to be joined in studio by Powerhouse Hobbs. He's joining us in studio right now. He's got a big belt. I assume you were like the heavyweight champion. You're like the big dog when it comes to this thing.
1/3 of the trio's champions, you know.
Oh, man.
Happy to have you join us, man.
I feel like we should sing some Jodeci or something, bro.
Happy to have you in
Thank
studio,
you. I
man.
appreciate it.
When did you guys get to Kansas City, man? How long have you been here?
Man, I got in this morning. So I was supposed to get in last night, going from San Francisco to Salt Lake and Salt Lake here. Didn't happen. So I took a red eye from Frisco to Atlanta and Atlanta here this morning.
So they had a busy schedule these last 24 hours.
Man. It's part of the game. I love it. Can't complain.
Absolutely, man. We're happy to be joined in studio right now by.
I'm gonna slide this to you and go ahead.
Okay, I've never actually held one of these
you be the
real
big dog.
belts
Go ahead
before.
and
this
put
thing
that,
is heavy. This is
put that up on your shoulder.
This is
you know.
official. All right, hold on. Let me hold this. This is official, man.
I saw your tweet. I said, I'm gonna let my man rock the belt.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We're happy to be joined by Powerhouse Hobbs here. So I'm actually currently watching the Wrestlers on Netflix before.
Okay.
I never seen it before. Just tell us a little bit more about your upbringing, just your road to get here. Like, I'm sitting here watching it, and folks are wrestling in front of 200 people at a car lot. And
Man,
now to get to where you are, there's thousands of people that want to be
I
in
wrestled
this
in front of 5 people at a flea market one time.
You win?
No. This is where I was starting
That's
out.
one of those things. You're wrestling in front of 5 people, and you got to lose the match.
But it's paying your dues, man. Like, I grew up in a 2 square mile city in the Bay Area in California, East Palo Alto. So East Palo Alto used to be the former murder capital of the United States. I'm talking about like you can look up the history of it online. You can look up YouTube videos. Very dangerous city. Then bounce back and forth between there and Oakland, California. So my grandparents moved from Mississippi, I think it was 62 or 63, moved right across the street from the Cow Palace. So that's the mecca of the West Coast. So they watched Pat Patterson, Ray Stevens, High Chief Peter Maivia, Soul Man Rocky Johnson, Pepper Gomez, Kenji Shibuya. Like, wrestling was already on in my household before I was even thought about. So then grew up watching it, knew at a very young age, 3, 4 years old, I wanted to do it.
You started wrestling here. I'm looking at your bio. You started wrestling at 18 years old. You had to have known at a very young age.
Man,
this is what you wanted to do.
We used to have battle royals on my big mama's big country 6-foot-tall mattress.
Who are you pretending to be? Because we had this topic a couple of weeks ago that people always talk about like the man card and stuff. There's 2 things I judge you for. I'm taking your man card away. Like, if you and I are at the tailgate and I throw you the football and you can't throw the football back to me, I got to question your childhood. I got to question like you wasn't outside, or if you don't have a favorite wrestler. Like, so if you didn't have a favorite wrestler growing up in the Attitude Era, what were you doing at 11, 12 years old?
It was, so for me, I'm the youngest of siblings, cousins.
They were putting a lot of finishing moves on you.
Yeah, so I had to be whoever I was told till a certain age. But I remember my grandma bought me this black robe, had a red belt. My sister bedazzled it up. And, I had to be ravishing Rick Rude. And, there's times I took my grandma's roller and curled my front of my hair. I was Razor Ramon, so I wore my grandpa's 3-piece suit vest. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin, so wearing electrical tape around my arms, I'm Ron Simmons, Farouk. So it all depends, man. We wrote our own cards out, growing up. Had the neighbors come over. We're in the backyard taking my grandpa's brand new sheetrock, his tables, 3D'ing through the tables, body slams, all that stuff, man. So we used to put on shows.
Right now, we're joined in studio by Powerhouse Hobbs. He is with AEW. They're going to be in town tomorrow for AEW Dynamite and Collision. It's coming to Cable Dahmer Arena tomorrow, Wednesday, October 15th. You can watch it on TBS. You also can stream it on HBO Max.
Yes.
When you were 12 years old, what was your favorite finishing move?
Rock bottom, Stone Cold Stunner. Believe it or not, figure 4. Spine Buster was the one. That was always my go-to, as you can tell now. So it depends who we were, man. Like, the whole neighborhood will be having battle royals. So, It was wild growing up.
What I always just love about either the Stone Cold Stunner or the Rock Bottom is it just would always like randomly come out of nowhere.
Dude,
like Stone Cold would be losing the whole match, and all of a
just
sudden
bam.
that kick to the stomach,
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
how'd you do this?
Yeah, you know that's what I try to do with the spine buster. Try to hit it out of anywhere. So
Right now, we're joined in studio by Powerhouse Hobbs. We're going to do a little Ask Us Anything here coming up in just a little bit. You joined AEW in 2020. What was it like to join in the middle of COVID?
frightening because I just got laid off from my job. My daughter was couple months old, so it was like I couldn't get hired anywhere. Like I applied at fast food spots, and they were like, nah. And, you know, it was because I was overqualified from what I was told, but. Man, I got a call, and QT Marshall actually texted me, and I didn't respond back for like 3-4 hours. So I thought somebody was ribbing me. And I got a, text from Cody Rhodes, then I was just like, I got to bet on myself at this point. So, the story is already out there, man. It took off. I had a debut match against Orange Cassidy. Then my second match was a 6-man against the Dark Order. And then week after week, I started showing up on Dark. And then, Tony gave me that gave me that head nod, that opportunity, which we all want in wrestling. You want that opportunity to prove yourself. And he saw something in me, and the rest is history. TNT champ, 1/3 of the trios tag team champions, So I can't complain, man.
This is my belt now. Do you have
Hey,
your own?
man,
Like,
you deboing it right now, man.
I'm just
You
asking,
deboing
like,
it
you
from
brought
me.
me the belt here. I didn't know
Yeah,
if you had
man.
your own. Like you said, it's 1/3. That means there's 2 of them out there.
Hey, well, Joe and Shibata got the other 2, but just went in the face of the Revolution ladder match, and in my backyard at the Cow Palace, like that meant the world. And then facing John Moxley for the AEW World Championship, that meant a lot. So I've been on some big stages, had some great moments with this company, and I just think there's nobody like me in this company, in this business. I set myself apart from everyone else.
Right now, we're joined in studio by Powerhouse Hobbs. We're going to have him answer some questions here coming up on the other side. We'll get back to football coming up at the top of the hour. If you got a question, text it in 913-586-7965. Dynamite and Collision AEW. It is at Cable Dahmer Arena tomorrow night at Silverstein Eye Center Arena. You can catch it on TBS and stream it on HBO Max. Keep it right here. It's The Drive.